Why hello everybody, it's another day, another Jenny McDermott update, and well, she has finally decided to speak about her channel and why it was terminated and how wrong it was and how she feels as if she is the victim and she's only trying to do what's best for everyone and to bring to justice an evil rapist who's doing nothing but causing young teenage girls' lives a load of trouble. I don't know about you, but this calls for part 4 of the defamation of Armoured Skeptic. Intro.
Hello everyone, this is Champion. Ugh! Damn it, I can't see a thing in this.
I'm Jenny McDermott's little sister, okay? And I'm here to tell you the facts. The facts are that everything Jenny says is true. Everything. Disregard what you've heard from reliable sources. What she's saying is facts. Armoured Skeptic's a rapist.
Now that is actually a part of Jenny's little video, but she took that from a young YouTuber, and by young, I don't know what her age is, I just mean by her channel, called Planet Seeing. And Planet Seeing is actually against Jenny McDermott. This is actually an impression of Jenny, and Jenny is using it for whatever reason, maybe to take it out of context and to say, she may be trying to do satire on me, but this is the truth. I am telling the truth. I'm a skeptic as a rapist. So just bear that in mind, people. So yes, Jenny, deciding that she has to now quadruple down on this, has decided that she's going to talk about the channel being terminated. That is the main channel, the one that got terminated because she broke the rules, which we'll get into. Take it away, Jenny.
Hi guys, I hope you're enjoying all of my recent videos, and I have another update for you.
Oh, that's wonderful news, darling. Wonderful news. I've been enjoying them so much. I mean, just look at how much joy in my voice is coming out of me right now as I watch this video, and I can't help but not contain my glee when I see you talk absolute drivel. Really, thank you, Jenny. I am excited.
I would like to start out by thanking Munster Cheese at Kiwi Farms, who encouraged me to keep making videos on Armoured Rapegate. Without your support, Munster Cheese, and the support of Mr. Bojangles Esquire and the Nameless One, I'm not sure I would have the courage to keep exposing the truth about Armoured Skeptic.
Stunning and brave. Stunning and brave.
There is currently a lot of misinformation going around at the moment on why my main channel
Well, it's me!
was terminated and the legal status of my videos.
To answer your point, Jenny, there is no misinformation about your videos and your channel and what has been happening with Armoured Rapegate, which again is not going to stick because it's not funny, it's not catchy enough, it's not like the Quinspiracy or Gamergate, alright? I keep trying to tell you this, but you still keep running with it because you're an idiot. Look, all we have is what you have said, and what Armoured Skeptic has said, and what Shoe Head has said, and sadly for you, all the evidence comes from their side, and none of it comes from your side. So really, it's not misinformation. If anything, the misinformation is coming from your side. You know that Shoe Head is 17 years old, Armoured Skeptic is a rapist, all of that. Do you really want to project this amount of bullshit? Really?
So Jenny McDermott decided to get an awesome idea in her head that she would break the law twice in one video. And here's the thing, Jenny, you're wondering why your current YouTube channel was flagged down. You're trying to claim that it was Armoured Skeptic censoring you. No, you were fucking stupid. You broke both the law and the terms of service, so your channel went kaput. Sorry to tell you, but you're not being censored.
Notice that she uses the most smallest YouTubers you can possibly find, because trying to argue with people like me and Oz is only going to give her more shit. Plus, she knows she can't beat us anyway. But this clip is actually here for a reason, because this is actually something she gets into, the whole breaking the terms of service as the reason for why her channel is now gone. What do you think Jenny thinks about all of this?
As you can see, there are idiots out there who think I've committed a crime when all I was doing was exercising my free speech.
Oh really, Jenny? Really? You were just exercising your free speech? Well, let's see what YouTube thinks of defamation, shall we? Defamation. Defamation laws vary from country to country, but usually concern content that damages the reputation of another person or business. Although the definition of defamation varies around the world, in general, defamation is any untrue statement that is harmful to someone's reputation or causes someone to be shunned or avoided. We take into account local legal considerations in our defamation blocking process, and in some cases, we require a court order. For us to be able to process a defamation blocking request, the claim needs to be specific and strongly supported. For example, it needs to explain why you believe the statements are untrue and how it damages your reputation. In some cases, uploaders willingly remove harmful content because obtaining a court order can be costly and time consuming. We encourage users to contact the uploaders of the content in question directly. If you're unable to reach the uploader, consider whether the video meets the standards for removal under our privacy or harassment policy. If you've attempted to contact the uploader and you believe a defamation claim is more appropriate than a privacy or harassment complaint, please fill out the web form. There you have it. Since defamation is a very difficult law for YouTube to deal with because there are different interpretations of said law in different countries, it is used under the privacy or harassment policy. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Harassment and cyberbullying. We want you to use YouTube without fear of being subjected to malicious harassment. In cases where harassment crosses the line into a malicious attack, it can be reported and will be removed. In other cases, users may be mildly annoying or petty and should simply be ignored. Harassment may include abusive videos, comments, messages, revealing someone's personal information, maliciously recording someone without their consent, deliberately posting content in order to humiliate someone, making hurtful and negative comments, videos about another person, unwanted sexualization, which encompasses sexual harassment or sexual bullying in any form. As we can see there, you abused 5 of those points that YouTube use as examples of harassment. 5 of them! And that is why your channel was flagged, and that is why your channel was terminated. But of course, there's more to this than that, isn't there, Jenny? Do go on.
Why my channel was terminated was not because I had violated YouTube's terms of service or defamed anyone, but because the channel already had 2 strikes against it, and the 3rd strike meant instant termination without appeal. The previous false flags to my channel had been done by Woolly Bumblebee because I had hurt her feelings when I suggested she stop beating her children. I was in the process of appealing those false flags when Armoured Skeptic submitted his false flag in an effort to censor me.
So not only have you defamed Armoured Skeptic and he is using the terms of service correctly against you, but also Woolly Bumblebee. And you are using her as an excuse for why your channel was flagged. You're saying these are false flags, yet you just defamed 2 people. One you called a child abuser, the other you called a rapist and a paedophile. None of this helps you in any way. In fact, this makes it even worse than it already was, Jenny. Are you that stupid?
Basically, Armoured Skeptic abused the flagging system to silence the truth I was saying about him and succeeded thanks to Woolly Bumblebee's false flags.
But Woolly Bumblebee did not false flag you. She was defamed as much as he was. And the fact of the matter is, you have no evidence to prove that any of these people are what you say they are. You have no proof that Woolly Bumblebee was hitting her own children, and you have no evidence that Armoured Skeptic is a rapist. They have plenty of evidence to prove you were wrong. That is why you were flagged, Jenny.
However, my secondary channel, which is in good order, and didn't have any strikes against it from the social justice warriors like Woolly Bumblebee.
Woolly Bumblebee is not a social justice warrior, she is a men's rights activist. Or at least was. I don't know, it's kind of confusing, but she's not a social justice warrior. She could tell you that herself. Again, you have falsely attributed a certain group to another person. First it was No Plum, now Woolly Bumblebee. Please, only we can call you guys social justice warriors because that's exactly what you are. Those 2 are not. Don't try and act like us.
Shows that Armoured Skeptic had in fact false flagged me.
How the hell does your backup channel prove that Armoured Skeptic false flagged you? That is your backup channel, which is currently in good standing. How the hell does that prove that he basically false flagged you? Your main channel was terminated because you broke the rules. This has no bearing on that.
In my appeal, I said This user's name and city where he lives has been posted online previously by him. He created a channel a year ago called Armoured Media where he gave his full name in his channel trailer and has referred to his hometown several times in the comments and on Twitter. I am not revealing new information here.
But you did reveal his full name, which can be used to dox exactly where he lives and all the other information that he doesn't want to be released to the public. And besides, just because he tells people what area he lives in Canada is, and maybe the city, doesn't mean he wants them to know the exact street name that he lives in and his personal phone number and all these other details, Jenny. That is another reason how you broke the harassment policy. Besides, you changed your tune, haven't you? In the first video, you said you were going to dox him, which you did. I've now learned that he didn't even tell us his full name, only his first name. So you did actually dox him, and you had no permission from him to tell people his full name, which now can be used by people who may not like him, as weird as that is, to dox him. You could dox him if you wanted to. You have his full name. But now you're saying that it was him who did it? Don't lie.
In response to my appeal, YouTube said the following: "We have reviewed the complaint and have determined that the content is accepted from removal based on our privacy guidelines. The content does not violate our policies and will remain on the site. We thank you for using YouTube."
Okay, so a privacy complaint that you got from him was overruled by YouTube, as weird as that is. So what? That doesn't prove that he was false flagging you. A flag is not a privacy complaint, and the flags and strikes that you did get contributed to your termination. As you said, you had others before which caused the main channel to be terminated in the first place. You're not proving your point, Jenny. You're only proving ours.
So there you guys go. Everything I've said in my recent video about Armoured Skeptic is true. I didn't breach YouTube guidelines or break the law.
Yes, you did. By their own terms of service, you did break their terms of service. And my Canadian and yes, you did break the law by one, lying about Armoured Skeptic, using false information to basically slander and defame him and accuse him of being a rapist and a paedophile, and all of this has contributed to your channel being terminated and potentially even a lawsuit.
My account is in good standing.
Yeah, this one, because you got a privacy complaint, which is not a flag, but never mind.
Armoured Skeptic did try to silence me, and he is a sexual predator.
He did not try to silence you, he used the terms of service correctly and flagged you for bullying and slandering and defaming behaviour. And no, he is not a sexual predator. You have yet to provide any real evidence. In fact, you've not even shown us where this whole dox comes from. You said it was Kevin Logan, and even he has come out and said that it was false information, that he got it wrong. And even Brett Keane has apologised and abandoned you. You're fucked.
The fact that he attempted to silence me and his supporters have rallied to his aid to help him spread lies about me only shows that he is a terrible person.
Projection, Your Honour. It shows the complete opposite. It shows one person trying to protect themselves and to clear their name, while another is purposefully using disinformation and lies in order to slander and defame him because she doesn't like him.
And if anyone wants to mirror the video, no redaction of his name is required because YouTube recognizes that his name is already out there.
Only because you put it out there, and YouTube is terrible when it comes to shit like this anyway.
Thanks for your support, guys. Leave a comment and remember to subscribe.
They won't have anyone to subscribe to when you're behind bars, Jenny. And I don't mean when you're getting a drink and sniffing cocaine. I mean when you're wearing orange and you're somebody's bitch. And that's it, people. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I will continue to debunk her lies for your entertainment. See you later.